And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Hard running there. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
On target to the left. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Sayin to throw. Open on the left side is Smith. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin on target over the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action with Sayin. Firing to the right, complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times they're fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. trying to pick it up on the ground. Could be an alley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Washington. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Makes the grab inbounds.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throw it, say it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Saying back to the air. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Say it. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. To the air, it's Sayin. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the pressure. Trying to get away. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running inside, it's Williams. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Sayin. Complete on the left to Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Sayin. The short hands, it's Smith.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Sayin to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Terrapins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
On the ground with the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, say it, right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Caught near the sideline, it's Jackson.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Takes the easy completion.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there. Throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter. Third down. You're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and he just had to run out of bounds.
And his slip's just inside that right upright. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give is to Williams. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll run the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
And the Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Around the end, it's Smith. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Maryland!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Saying. Fires left side, it's Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That's caught. It's Fleming. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Fighting Irish in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. He is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Sayed. Using the quick game. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun on third down, Sayed. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Bully ball on third and short. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the move, it's Jackson.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because
maybe a crease. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! That one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going with the counter play here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. At the 40, there he goes. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Here's Sayin to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fakes to grab. He's trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Maybe some room here. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the score.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Throwing, say it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field is Sayin. Caught by Smith. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Sayin back to the air. Finds his man. Snags it, and he's open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Play fake, Sayin. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion from the back. Again, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll run the counter. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the returner goes down. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that six.
Might have a chance. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Bring in the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Washington. Going downfield for the big play. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The run inside. It's Williams. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. And they'll knock him down.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue.
He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun on third down, say it. Right on the money. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short now from their own 48. Say it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to.
There's a crease. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Fleming. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it way down the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Maryland! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Play fake, Julian Sayed. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Running inside, it's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. Straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Paulo, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.